What if I told you your dog isn't actually barking at the mailman, but because of a brilliant miscalculation happening inside their brain? And fixing it is easier than you think. Every single day, like clockwork, the same scene plays out in millions of homes. The rumble of a truck, the crunch of footsteps on the driveway, the shadow at the door, and then explosion. Your sweet, calm dog transforms into a frantic, barking machine, hurling themselves at the window until the mail is delivered and the intruder retreats. It's one of the most common, most frustrating problems dog owners face. But what if I told you that your dog isn't being bad or vicious? They're actually caught in a perfect, self-reinforcing loop of misunderstood cause and effect. They believe with every fiber of their being that their barking is what makes the mailman leave. And from their perspective, it works every single time. Let's peel back the layers of this daily drama. To solve this, we need to see the world through your dog's eyes. Imagine you're a dog. Your job, your purpose, is to protect your home and your family. One day, a stranger in a uniform approaches your territory. You sound the alarm. You bark, you lunge, you make a big show of force. And sure enough, the stranger leaves. Mission accomplished. The next day, the stranger returns. You bark again, they leave again. After a week of this, the pattern is undeniable. Stranger appears, right arrow, I bark, stranger disappears. Your barking is clearly the most effective defense system ever invented. You are the hero of the house. This isn't just a bad habit. It's a brilliantly successful strategy from your dog's point of view. The barking is being rewarded by the desired outcome, the intruder leaving. This is what trainers call a self-rewarding behavior. The dog doesn't need a treat from you. The world itself provides the reward. The mailman's departure is the ultimate prize. This is the core of the problem. You can't just yell no or try to distract your dog after the barking has already worked. You have to break the chain of events that makes the barking seem successful. And the secret isn't to suppress the bark, but to rewrite the entire story your dog is telling themselves. The first step is to change the emotional soundtrack. Right now, the sight of the mailman triggers a high-alert, defensive state. We need to change that to a state of calm indifference or even mild pleasure. And we do this by creating a new, positive association before the barking even starts. This means you need to be proactive, not reactive. A day or two before you start training, if possible, go outside and place a handful of incredibly high-value treats. Something your dog goes crazy for, like small pieces of boiled chicken or cheese on the porch or driveway where the mail is delivered. Let your dog find them. Do this a few times. You're planting a seed. Good things appear in this spot. Now, on a day you can be home, you'll need to be ready about 15 minutes before the mail usually arrives. Have your treat pouch ready. The moment you hear the truck or see the mailman in the distance, before your dog barks, get their attention. In a happy, calm voice, say their name and start feeding them a constant stream of those amazing treats. Don't wait for a calm behavior, just feed. The goal is to pair the sight and sound of the mailman with the experience of getting fantastic food. The mailman approaches, you keep feeding. The mailman is at the mailbox. You're still feeding, maybe even asking for a simple sit to keep your dog engaged with you. The mailman leaves, you stop feeding. What have you just taught your dog? The mailman's appearance predicts chicken. The mailman's departure predicts the end of chicken. You've flipped the script. The trigger for panic has become a trigger for a paycheck. This process is called counter-conditioning. You're not punishing the old behavior. You're making a new, better behavior more appealing. After several sessions of this, you'll notice a shift. Instead of lunging toward the window, your dog might glance at the mailman and then immediately look at you, as if to say, "Hey, where's my chicken?" That's the moment you've been waiting for. That's the breakthrough. But what if you're not home during mail delivery? Management is key. If your dog practices the barking routine while you're gone, it undermines all your training. For those times, you need to break the visual access. Close the blinds on the front windows. Use a static window film. Or, even better, give your dog a long-lasting, engaging treat like a frozen Kong stuffed with peanut butter in a room away from the front door before the mail arrives. You're removing the opportunity to rehearse the old, unwanted behavior. Consistency is everything. It might take a week, it might take a month, but if you are diligent in creating that new positive association, the barking will lose its power. The emotional charge will fade. The mailman will transform from a terrifying intruder into a boring background event, a simple cue that sometimes good snacks happen. What's the funniest or most frustrating thing your pet is obsessed with? Share your story in the comments below. You might just see it featured in our next training breakdown. And for more ways to solve your biggest pet problems, make sure to subscribe to Instant Pet Trainer.